and good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us at our annual Lunar New Year event. My name is Cindy Hsu, and I am your host. Now, this year, I am so honored to be invited by my dear friends at AABDC and Next Shark to be part of your New Year's celebration. Lunar New Year, or the Spring Festival, is a time when Asian families around the world gather in celebration. The Year of the Tiger is roaring in, and this animal is associated with courage, bravery, strength, and the spirit to fight on. And we can all take this message to heart as we enter the third year of COVID and its continued uncertainties. Now, before we begin with our amazing lineup tonight, I would like to give you a brief history of AABDC's Lunar New Year celebration. Way back in 2000, AABDC began a tradition that would symbolize New York City's appreciation of the Lunar New Year and the respect for the Asian community. With the support of the Empire State Building, John Wong, the founder of AABDC, organized the annual lighting ceremony to turn the building lights to red and gold in celebration of the Lunar New Year. The event attracted wide attention throughout Asia and the Asian American communities here in the United States. Since then, AABDC has held its annual Lunar New Year Gala in person to celebrate the new year with traditional lion dancing, performances, live music, and a cocktail reception. Since last year, we've gone virtual, having friends like you from all over the world join us. We also want to give a big shout out to our event partner, Next Shark, and the organizations that are spearheading cultural diversity and supporting minority small businesses. A big, big thank you to our sponsors, Con Edison, Colgate-Palmolive, and Diageo. Their contributions have made this year even possible. Let's welcome our first lovely performance, the Lion Dance. performance is presented by iSchool of Music and Art students. Last year, this young generation's performance brought us hope and strength and resilience in facing the emergency of COVID. This year, they bring us a heartwarming song, Sweet Child of Mine. Thanks so much for that lovely song. Now I'm introducing you to Face Changing. This art originates in Sichuan, Western China, where it's one of the most well-known subgenres of Sichuan opera. Keep your eyes open and let's see how fast the artist changes his face. AABDC's Lunar New Year Planning Committee has decided to present the Distinguished Corporate Service Award to Hennessy and PepsiCo for the long-standing support and contributions to the Asian American community. In 2020, Hennessy contributed $4 million in 2 phases through its Unfinished Business Initiative to help Asian, Black, and Hispanic-owned small businesses with financial and educational resources to power through the challenges of COVID-19. AABDC will continue to partner with Hennessy in this drive in 2022. On the occasion of this festive celebration, I am so delighted to present this award to Seth Kaufman, President and Chief Executive Officer of Moet Hennessy North American. Let's hear Seth's remarks.
Thank you so much for this incredible honor. It's been an absolute privilege to work with the Asian American Business Development Center on the important work of supporting the communities hardest hit by the pandemic. You know, early on in the pandemic, it was clear, obviously, that diverse communities were the hardest hit from both a health standpoint, but also an economic standpoint. And faced with that reality, we set up Unfinished Business, a platform to support Black, Latinx, and Asian American small business entrepreneurs and support them with capital, as well as with information, educational content, and other support. And to date, we've been able to fund $4 million of capital to over 1,250 small businesses, and have also helped thousands more with other critical support resources. The Asian American Business Development Center was picked along with 100 Black Men and the Hispanic Federation to ensure that the funds went to the entrepreneurs that needed it most in the right communities. And the Asian American Business Development Center was just an unbelievable partner of ours. It's super critical for us that we continue this journey together to make sure that there's equitable recovery for Asian American communities, because the challenges clearly haven't gone away. So again, on behalf of everyone at Moet Hennessy that works hard to support the communities that we all live in, really appreciate this honor, and thank you guys for your incredible partnership.
Thank you, Seth. What thoughtful remarks. The Distinguished Corporate Service Award goes to corporations that commit to helping out minority communities and are willing to shoulder their social responsibilities, especially in the face of hardships. Last year, PepsiCo and the PepsiCo Foundation made a $1 million commitment under its Stronger Together initiative to provide support to the Asian American community, recognizing the devastated businesses and social impact during the pandemic. With support from the PepsiCo Foundation, AABDC has developed the Project Rebuild program and Asian Businesses Matter initiative to provide free digital marketing, legal consultancy, and capital resources to Asian American small businesses. Now let's welcome Ramon LaGuardia, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of PepsiCo.
Good evening and happy Lunar New Year. On behalf of all my 300,000 colleagues at PepsiCo, thank you for this incredible honor. To be recognized with the AABDC Corporate Service Award is very meaningful for us. One of the things that we pride ourselves on is raising the bar on talent and diversity. This is something we practice every day, and it is one of the key behaviors that we instill in all of our employees. It means that we think about diversity, equity, and inclusion in a very holistic way. It applies to the people we hire, the suppliers we choose, the care we take in making sure that any person of any race, any religion, any nationality, or background feels welcome at PepsiCo and feels that they can be who they are unapologetically every time they go to work. Because we know that we're stronger and more successful when we embrace the full spectrum of humanity, when we tap into the broadest range of ideas and perspectives so that we can understand the complexities, the culture, the aspirations of every single consumer we serve, including, of course, millions of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders who represent the fastest growing racial or ethnic group in the U.S. That's why we are so proud to sponsor the Young Professional Leadership Program, which is kicking off this year, where we continue to invest in and develop Asian talent through our PEP Positive Transformation initiatives, and where we're so proud to have had several of our executives named among your outstanding 50 Asian Americans in the business. But to truly raise the bar on talent and diversity, we know that we have to think bigger. We have to think beyond our own walls and apply the same level of energy to driving change in our communities. For this community, I know that the past 2 years have been especially difficult, given the impact of COVID and the rise in AAPI-related hate incidents. And when you hurt, we all hurt. Asian Americans hold some of the country's most prominent roles, from athletes to movie stars to CEOs and business leaders at all levels. Nearly 2 million Asian-owned small businesses generate $700 billion annually and employ 3.5 million people. These businesses are the lifeblood of their local communities: the corner grocer, the dry cleaner, the restaurant, the salon. That is why PepsiCo was proud to provide $1 million to support Asian-owned businesses in 2021, including $250,000 for your very own Project Rebuild, so we can help address critical challenges like access to capital, marketing, and strategic partnerships. We could have chosen any number of partners for this effort. There are many great organizations doing very important work, but we chose AABDC because we believe in you, because we believe in your mission, we believe in your investments, we believe in your members, and we believe in what you stand for: developing Asian American talent, elevating awareness of Asian American contributions to the economy, advocating for issues that matter to Asian American businesses, and grooming the next generation of Asian American leaders. You have my word that we'll keep using our platforms and our resources to champion these principles. We will help Asian businesses not just to survive, but to thrive, and we will always be a friend to AABDC. Thank you. Thank you again for this beautiful award, and may you all have a very happy and a very healthy New Year.
Well said, Mr. LaGuardia. It's encouraging that global brands like PepsiCo and Hennessy recognize the importance of helping AAPI small businesses to not just survive the ravages of COVID and anti-Asian discrimination, but also recoup lost ground and thrive. With Lunar New Year being celebrated in Asian communities all over the world, it's also a good time to recognize the diversity of the Asian community. Our next performer is from Thailand to perform a traditional Thai dance. beautiful performance. Next, we have the New Asia Chamber Music Society, an organization committed to bringing audiences exceptional chamber music drawn from the canon of Western music as well as contemporary Asian culture. Let's enjoy. leave you tonight with our last performance by our lovely teenage friends. Their song once again resonates with the hope of the young and resilient spirit carried by our small businesses who were hit so hard and still face challenges during the pandemic. But yet their spirit still stands strong. Here's iSchool of Music and Art singing, I Am Still Standing.
This one can never win. Well, look at me, I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love in a simple way. If you need to know while I'm still standing, you just fade away. Don't you know I'm still standing, better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I never could hope to win, starting down the road, leaving me again. Such a big meant to cut me down, and if your love was just a circus, you'd be a clown by now. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't you know I'm still standing, better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah.
As we end the evening, I want to once again thank our partner Next Shark and our sponsors Con Edison, Colgate Palmolive, and Diageo for making this event possible. And thank you everyone for watching AABDC's 2022 Lunar New Year virtual event. We wish you a prosperous year of the tiger. Stay warm, safe, and healthy. We'll see you next year.